Hi guys, it's Berg again. I am going to be talking about 4.5 today. It is story problems. So there are story problems. They do show you a lot of steps to do it. You have to read the problem and what information do you use and solve the problem, and there's so many steps. So I'm going to kind of like take that out and just do little tiny steps, and I'll show you how to do it. So you don't have to do all the steps to it like it is showing you in your book. So I'm going to be flipping around the camera here and we'll discuss this. All right, so it says a group of friends go to a local fair. Jason spends $3.75. Myra spends 3 times as much as Jason, and Teresa spends $5.25 more than Myra. How much does Teresa spend? Use this graphic organizer below to help you solve the problem. Okay, well, here is the thing. I think it's a little wordy and a little too much here, so I'm just going to do it up here. So it says Jason spends $3.75. So I'm going to say J for Jason. So he spends $3.75. All right, then it says Myra spends 3 times as much as Jason. So Myra is 3 times Jason, which Jason's number is right here. So this is what you will be doing. And then it says Teresa spends $5.25 more than Myra. How much does Teresa spend? So more than that does not mean times. More than her means just adding just $5.25 more than Myra. So we're going to say T for Teresa. It's saying you would take $5.25 and you would do more than Myra. So plus M. So this is what you are going to be doing. So in order to solve this, we have to first figure out this so that we can figure out what M is, so we could put it in here for Teresa. So I'm going to now go on down here and we are going to talk about this. So remember, this was Jason. Remember, Myra was 3 times Jason. Well, Jason was this. So let's figure out what that comes out to be. So I'm going to do that over here, $3.75 times 3. Now remember how many decimal places are there, or how many numbers are after the decimals here? Well, there is only a total of 2. So remember, you are going to be moving that decimal in 2 places. So then what is 3 times 5? That is 15. Carry your 1. Then 3 times 7 is 21, plus 1 is 22. Carry your 2. Then 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11. And then how many decimal places do you need to move it in? You need to move it in 2 places. So therefore, Myra was $11.25. Now it says, remember, Teresa was $5.25 more than Myra. Well, we just figured out what Myra had. Myra had $11.25. So now in order to solve this, now I'm going to have to add these 2. And then remember, how do you add up decimals? You must first always line up the decimals. What I mean by lining up the decimals, some people are still not quite understanding. What I mean by lining up the decimal is the decimal to this needs to be in line with this decimal. So they are lined up. And then bring down your decimal. Then what is before that decimal is just a 5. So the 5 needs to be in line with that first number right after it. And then after is a 2 and a 5. So they need to be lined up as well. So 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry your 1. 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. And then 5 plus 1 is 6, and then 1. So therefore, it would be $16.50. And that is how you solve that. So therefore, Teresa spent $16.50. All right, so that is what we are going to be doing. So just take it a step at a time. And don't worry about all this. I think it's too wordy and stuff. So you can just go slow and take it one step at a time. So the first one says Julie's savings account has a balance of $57.85 in January. By March, her balance is now 4 times as much as her January balance. Then it says between March and November, Julie deposits a total of $78.45. If she does not withdraw any money from her account, what should Julie's balance be in November? All right, so here we go. Remember it said, what did it say that starting off with? I always go line by line here. So it says she started off in January with $57.85. Then it says by March, her balance was 4 times as much as her January balance. Okay, so I'm going to say now March, it was 4 times January's balance. Okay, so now we can do that real quick. Well, what was January's balance? January's balance was $57.85. So I'm going to put that there. Then I'm going to times that by 4. So that's how we are going to have to solve for this. So now I can do that. $57.85 times 4. How many numbers are after the decimal? There are 2. So 4 times 5 is 20. Carry your 2. Then 4 times 8 is 32, plus 2 is 34. Then 4 times 7 would be 28, plus 3 is 31. So that would be a 1. Carry your 3. Then 4 times 5 is 20, plus 3 is 23. And then don't forget, you have to move it in this many places. So starting from the back, move it in 2 places. So therefore, this number comes out to be $231.40 for March. All right, now, then after that, it says between March and November, Julie deposits a total of $78.45. Okay, so now we're going to say that. So March through November, she deposits that money. So what does deposit mean? Remember, deposit means that we are adding money. So deposit means we add money. So in this case, that means we're going to be adding $78.45. So in order to do this, it says if she does not withdraw money, that means she's not going to take any money out. What will her balance be? Well, so now they're going to, from March to November, now they're going to add just only $78.45. So in order to do that, you would have to take March's and add it to November, how much money was deposited, and that's going to be your ending balance. So in order to add decimals, you must line up the decimals. So that is what I'm going to do. The decimals right here. So that means a 4 and a 5 are on this side, and then an 8 and then a 7. So then I'm going to bring down my decimal. So that when I add, that would be a 5. that would be 8. This would be 9 and 10, carry your 1, and that would be a 3. So therefore, what was her account balance in November? It is $309.85. So that is how you do that. You need to like go step by step and make sure that you are going slow. This is not a race to get this done. All right, next, Manuel collects $45.18 for fundraiser. Jerome collects $18.07 more than Manuel. Cindy collects 2 times as much as Jerome. How much money does Cindy collect for the fundraiser? All right, so let's do this again step by step. I'm going to do Manuel, Jerome, G for Jerome, and C for Cindy. So Manuel does $45.18, and then Jerome collects $18.07 more than Manuel. So in order to do this, you would do what would be $18.07 more than him. Well, remember, more than means you're going to be adding it to Manuel's. So in order to do that, we would do $18.07 plus Manuel, right? So whatever Manuel's was. Well, this is Manuel, so we're going to put that number in for that. And then we would have to solve. Now, in order to solve this, I'm going to do this off to the side here. Remember, when you are adding, you should line up the decimals. So I'm going to bring down the decimal. 8 plus 7 is 15, carry your 1. That would be 2. 8 plus 5 is 13, carry your 1. 4 plus 1 plus 1 is 6. So then this, Jerome, comes out to be $63.25. All right, then we're going to talk about Cindy. It says Cindy collects 2 times as much as Jerome. All right, so in order to find Cindy, we have to do 2 times Jerome. Well, we already figured out what Jerome was. Jerome is $63.25. So I'm just going to put that number in for that. So in order to do this, now we are just going to multiply this to figure out what Cindy has. So I'm going to now write this. Okay, again, when you're doing decimals, multiplying decimals, you see how many numbers are after the decimals. And there is none here, but there are 2 here, so that is a total of 2 numbers. So now we just multiply like normal. 2 times 5 is 10, carry your 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 6 is 12. And then move your decimal in 2 places from the back. And your number is $126.50 is what Cindy made. So they want to know, how much money does she collect? She collected $126.50. So, all right, now this one says, what if Jerome collects $9.23 more than Manuel? If Cindy still collects 2 times as much as Jerome, how much money would Cindy collect? Okay, guys, this is the kind of stuff that you see on state tests. Sometimes they'll say, okay, this is your question. Here's part A. And now they give you like a what if scenario, or they say, oh, something else just happened. And they'll say, this is part B. So sometimes this happens. So in this case, here's your part B. So now they're saying, what if Jerome collects $9.23 more than Manuel? All right, so now we're going to go ahead and play this scenario out. I'm going to move this up here. So now Manuel, in this case, it did not change up Manuel. So that means Manuel is still going to have $45.18. Now it's going to change up what happened to Jerome. Jerome is going to do $9.23 more than, now remember, more means add what Manuel did. Well, we know what Manuel has right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put that number in for that. I'm going to substitute it in. So then now it wants us to figure out what that comes out to be. So now remember, line up your decimals. I'm going to do it right on the line. So I'm making sure everything is in line here. Now there's a 9 over here, a 2 and a 3. Bring down your decimal. Okay, 9 plus 3 is 12, carry your 1. That would be 4. And 9 plus 5 is 14, carry your 1. And then that would be 5. So this would be $54.42 is what Jerome has. All right, now it says if Cindy still collects 2 times as much as Jerome, how much money will Cindy collect? So in order to figure this out, you would do 2 times as much as Jerome. Well, Jerome, in this case, since they changed up the numbers on us, it came out to be $45.42. So now we're going to figure out what that comes out to be. So $54.42 times 2. How many numbers are after the decimal? There is 2 here and none here, so that is a total of 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8. And 2 times 5 is 10. And then how many decimal places do you move that in? So in order to do this, it is oh my goodness, I just noticed something, guys. What I did here is I actually put down the wrong number. Oh my goodness. I was going to say my numbers are not coming up right. I'm so sorry. That means it should be a penny off. And then that means this would be a penny off. And then now this one would be a 2. I'm sorry. That was my fault. All right, and then move it in 2 places. And there you go. So your answer would have been $108.82. $108.82. And this is why it's very important that you are checking your numbers. That was my fault. I switched up the number. So silly me. So I'm just letting you know, just be very careful of that. It should have been an 18 up here, and that should have been a 1. All right, sorry guys. I was going to say that's not working out. All right, we are going to skip number 3, but I do want to go over to number 4. It says the 5th grade students in Miguel's school formed 3 teams to raise money for Penny Harvest fundraiser. Team A raised $65.45. Team B raised 3 times as much as Team A, and Team C raised $20.15 more than Team B. How much money did Team C raise? All right, so we have, we'll say TA for Team A, we'll say TB for Team B, and TC for Team C. All right, so let's go ahead and start this one step at a time. So it's saying that they formed 3 teams to raise the money. Okay, they didn't give us any information there. Now, Team A raised $65.45. Okay, so this raised $65.45. All right, then it says Team B raised 3 times as much as Team A. So Team B was 3 times Team A. And what was Team A? Team A was this number. Remember, make sure your numbers are correct. I am correct. So now I'm going to figure out what that comes out to be. So $65.45 times 3. And how many numbers are after the decimal? There are a total of 2. So then you do 5 times 3 is 15, carry your 1. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13, carry your 1. Then 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16, carry your 1. And then 3 times 6 is 18, plus 1 is 19. So this is now what the number is, and now we're going to move it into places 1 and 2. So then this comes out to be $196.35 for Team B. All right, and now it says Team C raised $20.15 more than Team B. So we are going to say $20.15 plus Team B. So Team B, this number is this. All right, and then you make sure you line up the decimals here. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay, and then you bring down your decimal. 5 plus 5 is 10, carry your 1. That would be a 5. This would be 6. 9 plus 2 is 11, carry your 1. And then 2. So that one would be $216.50. And that is how much Team C raised. All right, now we're going to go into a couple more. I will tell you, I'm going to be skipping number 8, so we won't be going over that. And we'll just go ahead and do this. Oh, and I'm going to skip 6 as well. All right, so Nathan receives a coupon in the mail for $10 off of a purchase of $100 or more. If he buys 3 pairs of board shorts, 2 towels, and a pair of sunglasses, will he spend enough to use that coupon? And how much will his purchase cost? So there's 2 questions here, so make sure you are answering both. All right, so remember it was saying that Nathan could have a coupon. So a coupon means $10 off. That means you're going to subtract off $10. If over $100. Okay, so that is something that we need to know. Actually, if $100 plus, how about that? That would be better because it says if it is $100 or more. All right, so it says that he buys 3 pairs of board shorts. Okay, so 3 shorts. I'm going to write that right here. He did 3 shorts. Okay, plus 2 towels. And then he also bought 1 pair of glasses. So 15 sunglasses. All right, so in this case, now we're going to figure out whether he spent enough to get to that $100. So here we go. In order to do this, we first should go and see everything that he has here. So 3 board shorts is, so it'd be $25.99 times 3 plus 2 towels. So that would be $5.65 times 2 and then plus a pair of sunglasses, which is just $15.50. So we hope that this comes out to be $100 or more. So here we go. 25.95 times 3. Let's figure out what that is. So how many decimal places? That is 2. So this is 27, carry your 2. This is 27 plus 2 is 29, carry your 2. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17, carry your 1. Then 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. And then move in your decimal 2 places. So just for the shorts, it's $77.97. Now we're going to figure out what this is. How many decimal places? It is 2. 5 times 2 is 10, carry your 1. Then that would be 12 plus 1 is 13, carry your 1. That would be 10 plus 1 is 11, and move it in 2 places. So that would be $11.30. And then this one would be $15.50. So what you should do is you should line up all of these and then add them up. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I'll do that up here. $77.97. And then 11.30. And then it would be $15.50. All right, so then 7 plus 0 would be just a 7. This would be 8 plus 9, that is 17, carry your 1. Then this would be 9 plus 5 is 14, carry your 1. And then 7 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, that would be $104.77. So the question is, will he spend enough to use that coupon? And in this case, yes, he would. So he did go over. He was at least $100 or more. So yes, he did spend enough to do that. And then they want to know how much would that purchase then cost? Well, remember, if he did spend over 100 or over, he would get $10 off. So if you took off $10 here, bring down your decimal, 7 minus 0 is 7, 7 minus 0 is 7, 4 minus 0 is 4. Can I have 0 and take away 1? No, I cannot. So then that would still be 10 minus 1 is 9. So therefore, the answer would be $94.77. All right, next. This one says Austin shops at Surfer Joe's surf shop before going to the beach. He buys 2 shirts, a pair of board shorts, and a towel. If he gives the cashier $60, how much will he get back? All right, so it's very important that you have this down. So what did he walk in with? He walked in with $60. So that's how much he has. Now he is going to take off what he buys. So we're going to subtract off how much he buys. Well, he bought 2 shirts. He bought he bought a pair of shorts, just 1 pair, and then plus a towel. All right, so now in order to solve that, a t-shirt is $12.75, but he didn't just buy 1, he bought 2. So you times that by 2 to figure that out. Plus, how much was the shorts? It was $25.99. And then how much is the towel? It is $5.65. All right, so now in order to do this, my personal opinion would be to go ahead and figure out what all of this is so that we're not subtracting off each one individually. That takes a lot of time. So first, what I would do is I would just add up all of this first. So in order to do this, I'm going to first do that $12.75 times 2. That is 2 times that we got to move it. So then this would be 10, carry your 1. That would be 14 plus 1 is 15, carry your 1. 2 times 2 plus 1 is 5, and 2 times 1 is 2, and move it in 2 places. All right, so then that would be $25.50 plus, oh, sorry, $25.99, and then plus $5.65. All right, so in order to do this, you need to line up everything. So I like just making sure everything is lined up. So I'm going to put 3 numbers because there is 3 numbers here. This is $25.50. This is $25.99. And this is $5.65. All right, so then this would be 14, carry your 1. This would be 15 plus 6 is 21. So 1, carry your 2. 5, 10, 15, 16, and 17. Carry your 1, 2, 4, and then 5. So he is going to spend $57.14 worth of stuff. So therefore, what you have to do now is you're going to have to take your $60 and subtract off everything that he had bought, which was a total of $57.14 worth of stuff. So now we have to subtract these to figure out what the main answer is going to be. So here we go. I'm going to do $60 minus 57.14. All right, so first thing, bring down your decimal. Okay, can I have 0 cookies and give away 4? No, I cannot. So I have to go over and borrow, but my neighbor doesn't have one. That neighbor next to them don't have one. So we have to go all the way over to the 6, which is now a 5. Now that gives this one a 10. Now can this one take away 1? Yes. So now that's a 9, which now will become a 10. And now, can I now take 1 from here? Yes. And this is now going to be a 9, and this is going to be a 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 1 is 8. 9 minus 7 is 2. So therefore, he would receive back $2.86. All right. Number 9, at a video game store, it costs $10.45 to buy 1 movie. It costs 3 times as much to buy just 1 video game. So choose the answer to complete this sentence. It would cost John what to buy 1 movie and 1 video game. So I'm going to have you pause this, and I want you to try this on your own. So please pause that right now and try that on your own. Okay, so if you did pause it, like I had asked, we are going to talk about this. It says again, it says buy 1 movie and 1 video game. Well, 1 movie was $10.45, and then 1 video game is 3 times as much as the 1 movie. So we have to take this and times it by 3. So if you did that, it came out to be $31.35. But then it said, so this one was $31.35, but it says how much is it going to be for 1 video game and 1 movie. So then you would add in your 1 movie, and if you did that, that would be $41.80. So it would have been the last one. All right, so Now it is your time to do some of these on your own for homework. So please take your time. I'm just going to write a little note. When you have deposit, that means you add money, and then withdrawal means you subtract money. Now, it is up to you whether you want to do it like this. It is up to you whether you want to do these kind of like how I set it up. It is totally up to you. But you do need to show me what you are doing to solve this. I just don't want an answer. There's just no way you can do that. So make sure that you are setting it up somehow so I can follow what you are doing. So I want you to do number 2 and number 3. You will not do number 4. And then on the back, you are going to do 1, 3, 4, and 5. We are going to do these 2 real quick. So this one says Mrs. Rosenbaum buys 5 crates of apples at a market. Each crate costs $12.50. She also buys 1 crate of pears for $18.75. What is the total cost of the apples and the pears? All right, so she buys 5 crates of apples. So, and each crate is $12.50. So we can say she bought apples plus pears. So this is what she did. Mrs. Rosenbaum went and bought apples plus pears. So how much was the apples? Well, she bought 5 crates, and 1 crate was $12.50. So $12.50 for 1, but she's not just buying 1, she's buying 5. So we're going to times that by 5. Plus, how much for the pears? It was $18.75. So in order to do this, we would first, I would want to figure out what this comes to. So I'm going to first solve that part. So $12.50 times 5. So how many decimal places? There are only 2 after the decimal place. So therefore, just remind yourself to move it in 2 places. So 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry your 2. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12, carry your 1. Then 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So then move it in 2 places. So this is for just the apples. But then, did he just buy apples? Did she just buy apples? No, she also bought some pears. So that came out to be $18.75. So in order to do this, we would have to add these 2. Bring down your decimal. So that would be 5. This would be 12, carry your 1. 8 plus 2 plus 1 is 11, carry your 1. And this would be 8. So therefore, it would be $81.25. All right, and the other one I'm just going to go over real quick is number 6 with you. So it says a restaurant can seat 100 people. It has booths that seat 4 people and tables that seat 6 people. So far, 5 booths are full. What expression matches the situation? Okay, so therefore, it says a restaurant can seat 100 people. Okay, so that is as much as it can. It has booths that seat 4 people and tables that seat 6 people. It says so far only 5 booths are full. So 5 booths are full. So in order to figure this out, this one is talking about how many can sit at a table, but that's not what we want because it's saying 5 booths. So we have to look at how many can seat at a booth. There's only 4 people that can sit there. So in order to figure out how many people are in there, it was 5 booths and then times 4 people at each table. So that's how many people are there. So then it's probably asking how many more seats are there. So in order to figure that out, you could do 100 minus what was being, what is full. So you're going to subtract off all the full. And then that would be whatever is left is the answer, but it just said expression. So it does not want anything else but just this. It did not want an answer. So that is what you are going to be doing. I do know that mid-chapter checkpoint is next, but I am not going to do that until the end of the chapter. So when I come back and see you guys, we will be going over 4.6. All right, I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.